answers. I check your answers for 3 parts of speaking, and of course today we're going to talk about them, and you know, somehow we can boost them, because as I told you, something that we study in IELTS is definitely different from that was something that we study in general English. Of course, both of methods are acceptable, correct, usable, and even we can say that the words and phrases that we normally use in general speaking actually is really common in real life. So, but IELTS, as I told you, this is IELTS, so we have to do actually something to learn and to use. But you know, it's a bit formal, so we need to change our answers and maybe our speech to formal. And so I think it's good to start with the topic of family and talk about your answers one by one. Just let me share my screen. Okay. Well, and now I can see your answers. Well, okay. So, okay. This one, my family has only 2 people. So 2 people here, we have different ways. So how many people are there in your immediate family? Okay, so first of all, if you want to say that there are 2 people, you can say there are 2 of us in my family, and especially in my immediate family, because as you know, we have immediate and extended family. So why not? It's good to mention if you mean immediate family because you have it in your question. So why not? You can easily say that, for example, there are 2 of us. Or another way that you can say 2 people make up my immediate family. So this is another form, okay? 2 people make up my immediate family. So this verb can be used, okay? But the way that you said, we don't say, even in normal speaking, we don't say my family has only 2 people. No, we don't say. So my sister and me. So here, if you want to use my sister and I or me and my sister. So if you want to use object pronoun, me and my sister, or my sister and I. So subject pronoun is usable after and. So my sister and me, no. Okay. Well, my sister and as okay, orthopedic surgeon is okay. She's not only smart but also diligent. So here, not only but also is good, okay, but it's not usable here. First of all, why? Okay, because speaking part 1, as I told you, there are some questions more than part 3, and of course part 2 is definitely different, so more than part 3. So you have about 25 to 30 seconds to answer each question. So this one is really important, and you need to answer exactly related to the question, not more, not less. Here you can add some details, okay, later, because you will be asked some questions about your family, for example, your sister. And here, I think the better way, so for example, there are 2 of us in my immediate family, me and my sister, okay, just this. And then if you want to add something, you can add why you and just, you know, you and your sister. You know why you say just we, me and my sister. For example, you talk about your parents, just this, about two. So I can say one or two lines enough. Okay, so here, actually, because definitely if you talk more than limited time, of course, the examiner will interrupt you. So here we need to actually omit the rest of it. So, and here, if you want to say that she's not only, okay, suppose that you want to use this, but if I were you, I wouldn't say she's not only smart, but also diligent, because you can easily say she's, make a list. This one is better. She's really intelligent, diligent. Okay, so this way, not only, but also is not usable here. So we omit it. For me to learn from all, okay, so and although here, nothing about personality, because later we will talk about it. Now one by one we will discuss. So we'll keep this part. I will teach you how to talk about personality. So if you want to, for example, mention some factors, how to talk about similarities and differences. So here, the only thing for this question, for example, you said that, however, we are very close. Actually, you answered about 3 or 4 questions in one question. You know what I mean? In one answer, your answer includes 4 questions. So we need to omit the rest of it just one by one. Okay, so this way you can make your answer for the first question. There are 4 of us, or I'm sorry, there are 2 of us in my family, my immediate family, me and my sister. And okay, if you want, you can say, for example, I'm a Chinese teacher, and of course, my sister is a surgeon. Just this. This is, you can say that, for example, if you want, you can add, my parents live in another city or state, so actually we don't live together. Just this. So, okay. For example, we needed to move away because of work, so we don't live with parents. Just this. And the verb, move away. When you move to another city, you can say, far from your family. We moved away, for example, because of work. So we don't live together. Okay? Is that clear for number 1?
Yes, I see.
Okay, very good. Just if you want, I think it's not bad when I correct your answer. It's not bad that you answer and you make a response again. So for example, I want to ask you this question again. How many people are there in your immediate family? And I want you to answer, but and actually with a new version.
There are 2 of us, me and my sister in my immediate family. Yeah.
And one line more. And for example,
I'm a Chinese teacher, and my sister, she's an orthopedic surgeon.
that's good. This is your IELTS answer. Just easy, natural, but you know, this is your answer. Okay, number 2, let me check. So question number 2. Do you get along here? Do you get along well with your family? So, and your answer. Okay, so this one is, yeah, according to Vietnamese tradition, right? Or no? Because I want to know which one is for number 2. Which one is your answer for number 2?
From according to Vietnamese tradition.
Okay, according to Vietnamese tradition, we often gathered. Oh, so my sister. Okay, this is definitely different from the question. So you need to definitely change your answer. It's not. It's for something else. If I ask you, for example, how often do you get together? You can say, but here I'm asking if you have good relationship with your family or no. So first of all, do you get along? Get along well means to have a good relation with family. And let me teach you something that is really important. When examiner asks you a question and you want to answer, it's really important to paraphrase her or his question. And why? And what is the meaning of paraphrasing? Paraphrase means to clarify, to make the question clear. What is that? It means I use synonym, I use definition. Why? First, I want to show my vocabulary resource. I am able. And the second one, I want to show and indicate that I understood or I got what the examiner said. So because of this, it's good to paraphrase if you want to repeat. Avoid, definitely avoid repeating exactly the same word from question. Okay, so later you will learn that maybe you can use, but not immediately after question. I need a synonym for get along. I can say get on. Get on means get along. So we get on really well. We get on really well. So this one is really good. Okay. Now I want to give you another alternative that you can use here for this question. And what is that? Sibling rivalry. There is no sibling rivalry in my family because of course, just there are, for example, me and my sister, and we're really close to each other. We are really close to each other, and we get on really well because you can say there is no big age gap. Age gap. For example, it means if you are at the same age, you can say there is no big age gap. So we have a really good relationship. We are close and there is no sibling rivalry. What is the meaning of this? Like a competition. Family members, especially sisters and brothers, when they are younger, especially when they're children, they normally have something like a rivalry. Who's better? Okay, who's mom's favorite child? Who's, for example, I don't know, who has better performance at home? Who is, so this is like a competition. Sometimes, I don't know, different minds, ideas, maybe sometimes some argues happens, but here, we say there is no sibling. It means we get along really well. We have really good relationship. So this way you can make your answer. First of all, yes and no. Don't use it. Yeah, you can use it. It's okay. But you can say, yes, of course, definitely, sure. So different words that it means yes, definitely. Yes, of course. Yes, we do. So do you get along well with your family? Most definitely. Of course. Sure. Okay, I think so. And then, for example, you can say that actually, as I told you before, there are only two of us in my family, and there is no big age gap. So actually, we are really close to each other. There is no, or you can say, or it's not sibling rivalry. Okay, and I guess we get on really well. This way you make your answer, okay? And it's your turn again. Do you get along well with your family?
Of course. I and my sister do not have a big age gap. Therefore, we can get on really well.
Perfect. Perfect. Here, yeah, that was really good. Here, so you can use sibling rivalry or no. If you use them, it's something like booster. These words are your boosters, help you to improve your score. So for example, that is the difference between, for example, 6.5, 7.5. So actually, when it comes to some, just one word, maybe one idiom, okay, and it can boost. Well, and now, just, about your answer, again, you said I and my sister. Please pay attention. Me and my sister. If you want to begin your sentence with yourself, you say me and my sister, or my sister and I. My sister and I next. Okay? Don't begin your sentence with I and my sister, me and my sister. Okay? Well, and there is another point here that you need to, or maybe another factor that you need to pay attention. We have GRA, and GR is grammar range. What is that? You say, okay, this is a question in present, so of course I answer this question in present, of course. And I say, right, but this is IELTS, and so sorry, but we need to use more. So how? Okay, what grammatical structure I can use so that I show my GR, my grammar range. So how? For example, I want to use this word, this. I say, it's not real. Just I imagine, just I want to show my ability. It's not real. So I say, actually, I remember that when we were younger, sometimes, for example, we argued, or I used to argue when we were children, so young, because of like something like sibling rivalry. I think it was sibling rivalry at that time, but of course now we get on really well. I use three structures: used to, past simple, present simple. Okay, so this way, just really easy, just some small point, little points that make your answer better. Of course, your answer was correct. Just here, we want to boost. We want to improve it. Wow. And clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is sibling rivalry?
As I told you, sibling rivalry, like, for example, a competition among family members, sisters and brothers. For example, you argue about some basic matters, especially when we are younger. So for example, I don't know, I am mom's favorite daughter, so child, no, I'm better than you. You can't do anything alone. Of course I can. It's something like conflicts, normal conflicts that normally happen. This is the meaning of sibling rivalry. Okay, like a competition, a family competition, that's really normal. But when you get older, of course, all these rivalries replaced by peace, friendship, good relationships. So there is no, for example, now I don't say to for example, me and my sister, I don't say, okay, I'm better. Of course I'm not. So it's something like, it's something related to maybe childhood, past. Okay, get it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, and now the next question, let me see. Number 3, yes. Which member of your family are you closest to? Okay, let's talk about this one. And you said, usually, so I can't find, for this question, you answer. So which one is related to this question? Because, after important occasion, usually the parties, yeah?
No. And
Okay.
this, the 4 questions I answer in from my sister to very sad. So I think number 3, which member of your family you are closest to, is my sister, because I say if she were
I'm trying
would certainly.
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Just let me find it. So okay, okay, together are no close family. Usually will be, so why I can't see it? So my sister very
Before it. Because
before it. Yeah, yeah, got it.
I don't understand the way to answer the things.
Okay,
That
okay,
I
so
write it in one short
yeah,
text. So I combine the content of the four sentence in
yeah,
answer. So I
yeah,
think that because um I I wrote that I and my sister and I have never
yeah,
found food, and
yeah.
she and we and that she is my shining example for me to
Yeah,
know.
of course. So of
And
course it's a bit, it's a bit disorder. So because of this, I can get exactly where you answered. Just it's okay. So here, for example, she doesn't like, and vice versa. I like to eat. She doesn't like. Okay, so here we have better alternative. We don't say I don't like. Of course, if you say is correct, but it's better not to say. There are different ways. For example, I'm not the one for food. I'm not foodie, but my sister is, or vice versa. So this way, here, if you want to say that I like or I don't like, first of all, let's talk about, let me give you some alternative. When you want to say I'm interested, I like. So first of all, you can say I'm into. I'm into. Okay. So let me write for any different, so no matter what you are talking about. So for different topics, you can say I'm into you. I like you. I'm into you. I like you. I'm into food. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of fast food. So I, and for example, uh, um, for example, you can say, if you want to say interested in one more, I'm for, one for food. Sometimes you can say, that's not my cup of tea, but you need to pay attention when using idioms. Cup of tea. I will tell you how to use idioms because it's really important. So I'm a big fan and want for food. That's not my cup of tea. So, for example, I'm one for music. So you can say, well, it's not my thing. I don't like. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. So I don't like. I'm foodie. I love eating foods. I'm foodie. I love eating food. So you can say this way. Okay. And well, let's keep going with the answer for this question. Okay. So you say my sister. That's really good. How to say? I would have to begin my answer. If I were you, I would just here. I give one or two lines. So I can say, I'd have to say my sister. I'd have to say my sister. Okay. But actually we have a close, maybe you can say small, like we have a small family and we're really close. My sister is a person who I can confide in when I need. Confide in, tell your secrets, everything. If you need someone to talk to, whenever you need, and you can talk about everything that you can't talk about with any other person. So you can confide in your sister. I normally confide in my sister. I talk about everything. Yeah. And my sister listen to me patiently, and she doesn't judge me. So we can say that we are a really small family, but we are close-knit family. We are a close-knit family. It means we are close, really close to each other. We support each other. Okay? Well, so again, which member of your family are you closest to?
Of course, it's my sister. I have to say that my sister confide um, me
In me. Confide in me.
in me. We are a close knit family.
That's it. We are really close-knit family and we get along well. That's it. This is your answer. Just easy, and that's it. Well, and the next one, how much time, I think? Yeah, let me check here. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
the last paragraph, although our jobs are very busy, we on
Yeah.
work and at least 15 minutes every day talking to each other.
Yeah, of course. Let
And
me check.
it
What are we
took
talking? Yeah, so while eating, so just the last paragraph you say? So
yeah,
here before eating we gave, so while eating you mean? This one?
yeah, this one.
Okay, while eating we talked and made each other laugh, making the
No, no,
atmosphere, yeah.
not this one. This is the second, the pop.
I'm sorry because, I got a bit confused about, because, it's like
The,
a whole.
yeah,
Okay, so let me find it.
the previous. Although our jobs are very busy, we always spend at least 15 minutes every day talking to each other.
Of course, I found it. Although our jobs are very, okay, so here. Although our jobs are very busy, we don't say this way. If you want to say we are busy, you have better alternatives. So how to say we are busy or I'm busy? First word, for busy, you can say swamped. If you are swamped, means you are very busy. So this is the first one. But we have also some other alternatives like idioms. For example, you can say that we both are snowed under with, for example, our work or at work. We are snowed under at work. It means we are very busy. We have a lot on our plates. We are very busy. Okay, so you can say, especially nowadays, I have lots on my plate at school, at work. So it means I'm very busy. So I can't find enough time. Okay, well, we always spend at least 15 minutes every day talking. So, but you can say, however, or despite, lack of enough time, like for example, we are snowed under at work, but we try to find to chit chat. Chit chat means to talk about daily things, like, I don't know, normal things. I don't know, something, sister talk like this. So why not? Okay, talk, we chit chat. So On the weekends, okay, at weekends, on weekends, we cook and eat together to talk about what happened during, okay. You can say, she's a yeah, precious gift that God has given me. She's a precious gift from God. She's a gift from God, you can say. If this one is not good, grammatically it's not correct. And I don't know, I don't like it. Just omit it. Don't say this. Don't talk about it. It's not good. If you want to correct it, you should say, if she died, if she died before me, I would be really upset. But don't say this, just omit it. Yeah, remove this file. Okay, just forget about it. No. Now you're going to leave long time together. So just omit this for the answer. You don't like it. And just if you want to talk about something, let me teach you this structure. If you want to talk about something imaginary, that's not real, okay, condition, like this condition, you can use second conditional. That is if plus past simple, and the second part after comma is would and base form. Oh, I'm typing. What happened? I'm sharing. Okay. Is it okay now? Can you see the word?
Yes.
Okay. And would plus base form of verb. Infinitive without to. So for example, if I had a lot of money, I would buy a new house. There is no money, there is no house. If I could, for example, change, I don't know, something in my face, a part of my face, I would change my nose. It's something like, I don't know, like imaginary situation. So you can use this one, second conditional, and that's really good to use it. So conditionals are very good. Try to use them in IELTS. We have 4 conditionals: 0, first, second, and third. So that is perfect to use them if you want to boost your score. 0, I will teach them one by one. First, let's talk about second conditional, 0, first, and third. As I told you, this is about unreal situation. Present, unreal situation in present time. Of course, you use past simple, but it's something like in present. For example, if I studied hard, I would get better score. I didn't study, so just, I can't. So this is unreal situation and like imaginary. Okay, now let's make it better. So how much time do you spend? So as I told you, you can say we both are snowed under nowadays, especially at work. So we don't have enough time to spend each other, but we try, we endeavor. So endeavor, try to find at least 15 minutes every day to chit chat, to talk on some daily things. Okay. And just this. So you can actually, I think that we need to do this to maybe because of having, for example, you can say to support each other, to have better relationship with each other. So you can say this way and this. But I want to give you a word that is family gathering. But for you, because you actually, there are only 2 of you in your family, it's a bit different, family gathering, like for example, sister, brother, mom, dad, get together to have spend and have time. So you can say we still have family gathering, or gathering, like this. You can say we still have family gathering. Okay. Well, again, how much time to spend with your family?
Yeah. My sister and I spend at least 15 minutes every day to chit chat. Um, Even though we are no under at work. Um, on weekend we cook and eat uh, together. We still have family gathering on weekend.
At the weekend, yeah, you can say at the weekend or on the way. That on the weekend, both of them are usable, but I would prefer at the weekend, so it's okay. On the weekend, you can say yes, very good. And you can say we still have family gathering on special occasions. If it's your, for example, sister's birthday, New Year, so special occasions. So why not? You can use this one. And another word that you can use, look at this one, get together. Get together can be used as a verb or noun. You can say, we, for example, have, or we had, we sometimes have a get together. Or you can say, we get together. And of course, you can change it to different tenses, get together. So this is actually the verb that you can use when talking about gathering and, for example, I don't know, special occasions, you can use this. So we still have family gatherings on special occasions, and we can say we rarely get together, or we often get together and try to spend time with each other. Okay?
Yes.
Wow. And I have another one and another question. Let me see. Okay, for part one, this is the last question of part one. Yes, but I want to ask you another question for part one before we get started with part two, the last part. That is, tell me about the time that you had a family party. When did you last have a family party, if you had? Using these words.
Family party. The nearest time we have a family party is last month with some friends of my sister. Yeah, we came to their house, and we spent 1 week at their house. We have a party together, and that's a very remarkable time to me. Yeah.
You remarkable, you mean, or memorable?
Yeah, memorable.
Memorable, of course,
Because
of course.
their family is a big family.
Ah,
Some children, the older and children, and it's really funny. It's
yeah,
yeah.
it was really fun. So I think you spent quality time, a lot of time. So why not? You can say that we spent quality time with them. It's about 1 week with them, so a lot of time. Yeah. Okay. Well. And now let's move on to the second part of speaking that actually is known as long term. As I told you before, a cue card is given to you and you need to think about it for 1 minute. If you want, you can make notes, write down on paper, anything you want. Just don't forget about writing some words on paper. And after that, you start talking about 1 to 2 minutes, okay? Not more than 2 minutes because you will be interrupted if you talk more. So that's really important to talk about between 1 or 2 minutes. And after that, of course, part 3, some questions related to part 2. So describe, let's see your answer. Okay. So describe a family celebration that you attended, where, why, what you did at the event, and what you enjoyed about. So let's see part 2. Okay, it's part 3. Oh.
The part 2 is from according to Vietnamese tradition.
Is this for part 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let's see. According to Vietnamese tradition, we often, gather to get together to celebrate, New Year. And this year, my sister and I, and a few of our close friends had a New Year party together. It's okay. These are our close friends who have known each other for more than 20 years. Although life is busy, we always try to meet each other. Okay, so this one, the problem is here. Okay, the beginning is good, but suddenly you jumped into different part, So your answer should include all these parts. So first, one by one, where, why, what you did, and you need to, if you say something extra, but you don't answer even one part, you will lose, you lose your score. Like, for example, it's like a negative point for you. So it's really good to answer them one by one, okay? So let's see how to make your answer. So the beginning was good, okay? You can say one of the most memorable, for example, gathering or events was New Year that we got together. So this one is good. Let me read yours again. Okay. We got together, okay, me and my sister and some friends of my sister. Okay, that was really good. So for the first part is good. And where you didn't mention. So will be held at my house because my house is spacious, and my family has few people, and there are few people in my family, so you should say has no. We don't use the verb have or has for family. We're not afraid of this, disturbing all the family member. So this year we met on the 3rd day of Tet. Each of us here you're talking about something in past, but you used will. It's not usable here. You need to change it to past tense because this is, something related to past. And so what you did, you can say, we prepared main dish, one prepared the drinks, okay, prepared dessert, and and what is this special version of crab? So I need to learn from you because, except my older sister like to eat, okay. So my sister doesn't like seafood. She does not like to eat crab, shrimp, clams, snail, but she could eat bread and tamarind sauce because I make is very delicious. Before eating, now again, okay, so I think so. Before eating, we gave each other lucky money, okay, exchange good wishes. That is good, but if I were you, I would change it a bit. So why? Because, first of all, this is a bit casual. You know what I say? as I told you, it should be formal, so but it's a casual, so it's better to change it a bit. Now here, the beginning, that was really good. So I say it was Ted holiday, the New Year, and for example, and we wanted to, actually we would like, or we wanted to celebrate it with our friends or close friends. So we got together at my house, because we normally do it at my house, and I don't know, try to make some delicious, delectable, delicious here. I want to say delicious. It's okay. But if were you, I would say delectable. I would say, for example, mouth watering, appetizing. So why not? It actually makes you feel hungry, especially because you talked about the sauce. You know, it's normally, you know, it makes people feel hungry. So we can say it's really appetizing. Like appetizer, appetizing. So this one. Well, so for example, okay, we had good time. So for the first one, good. Okay, where the celebration? Why? Because of Ted. What you did? Okay, so you cooked, you had dinner, you talked. Okay, you gave each other lucky money. Okay, so you can briefly talk about it, what it is. So for example, the money for best wishes, we give lucky money. Okay, in red envelope, because I noticed and I know about lucky money. And after that, the last part, you didn't answer the last part. Explain what you enjoyed about the celebration. Really, what you enjoyed about celebration. Can you tell me now?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
We meeting like this not only help us relax after working days, but also strengthen our sisterhood and friendship over the years.
Yeah, of course. Meeting is not good because it was not a meeting. It was a gathering. So you
Gathering,
can say,
yeah.
yeah, gathering, like for example, these types of gatherings, of course, maybe make family ties fast, something like stronger. So this one is really good. You can talk about family tie that, you know, of course, this type of something like gatherings. So let me write. Family ties, it makes family ties stronger. So we will be closer. Okay, so you can say this way. And this type of gatherings, actually a really good time to chill out. You want to say relax, to chill out, to, for example, to let your hair down, again means to relax. You know, I really like to let my hair down after work, to relax, to let your hair down. Well, so you can say this way, and you can say they mean a lot to us. They mean, this type of gatherings mean a lot to us. Okay, especially, you know, these days that everyone is really busy and snowed under, and everyone has a lot on his or her plate at work, so that, you know, these type of gatherings can be a good opportunity, can be good opportunities to let your hair down, to chill out, to actually strengthen this one, to strengthen the family ties, make family ties stronger, and this way. Okay. Well, and now part three, as you know, it's related to part two. So part three is, it can be, for example, 5 questions maybe will be asked, definitely related to part two, but abstract. What it means? You don't talk about yourself at all. Okay? So of course you can do some examples. That's okay, but not exactly about you. Just about myself. In part one, you spoke about yourself and that was perfect. But in part three, you need to change your answer. You need to have a good introduction, like, don't jump into the answer. And after that, some words. So that's really important to give some good words. Okay, and that's it. Well, so my first question of part three. In what ways can people in a family be similar to each other? Honestly, I have never met people in the same family with similar. Yeah, this one is good. Even the twins I know have very different personalities. If people in the same family behave similarly in some situation, it's mostly due to education. So, okay, let's talk about it. Of course, you talked about personality, but how about appearance, face? First of all, we need to talk about it. So you can say in both immediate and extended family, of course, family members have some similarities, appearance. For example, you and your sister, are you look alike? So you can say, if your sister, for example, looks like your mom or dad, if you look like your mom or your dad, so you need to talk about, but how? So, first of all, if you are really like, for example, you look exactly like someone, you can say spitting image. It means look exactly like. So look exactly like someone. For example, I say, I am the spitting image of my mom. Now, one actually lower level, look like or take after. But my sister takes after my dad. Totally, me and my sister look alike. Just, look alike, as you can see, is used after subject to nouns. You don't say, for example, I look alike my sister. I look like. Or me and my sister look alike. So I look like. Or my sister takes after. So all these verbs are usable when talking about appearance. Okay, so that's really important how to use them. And now, about family. This, I want to give you an alternative. I say some maybe interests or specific interests run in the family. Do you agree with this? For example, what it means, run in the family. It means my dad is interested in music, maybe musician. It's something like one member, maybe me, maybe my sister, okay? We are interested as well. So, for example, mom or your sister likes language, you too. This is actually the same interest, maybe some interest or specific. So it can be run in the family. Of course, you can, as you said, we can say that family members are exactly the same. Of course, they are different, even twins, as you said. But maybe some specific interest run in the family. Then you can do an example. I have talent for language. And my sister, for example, is talented too. I am interested in, for example, I don't know, gardening. My sisters too. So this way you can do some examples. And of course, you can talk about your older generation, for example, grandparents. In my family, everyone likes, for example, camping. Run in family, same interest, run in family. You can say, for example, your grandparent. Okay, get it? Well, okay, now I want you to answer this question again. In what ways can here in part 3 you have more actually time to talk, because a few questions less than part 1, and of course you have actually more time, so expand your answer. In part 1, short and something like briefly talk about questions. In part 3, just expand your answer. So in what ways can people in the family be similar to each other?
So in this and in these questions, I will answer about the similar of face, of interest. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, maybe
So
I
both.
will do these questions again and I send it to you later.
Of course, appearance and personality. I will send you just, I will send you some uh, words and idioms that you will need, and with meanings. And I want you to answer these part using the words and idiom that I will send you. Okay?
Yes, that's helped me a lot.
Okay, very good. Of course, of course. Do you have any questions related to this part?
No, that's enough.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for being really responsible. That's really, and that means a lot to me, because you do all your actual assignments perfectly. And I want to say that your answers are definitely clear, understandable, but because you wanted me to actually change, the field and category to IELTS, I'm trying to change. By the way, you are perfect, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And have a great day.
And
Brilliant, fruitful week.
and
Yes,
you, you will give me another title for me to
of
prepare.
course, of
Yeah.
course. Questions, and just, I will send you, first of all, some idioms, vocabulary related to this part to answer this question. And after that, I will send you the topic and questions for the next session. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a great week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.